So today I wanted to talk about how stress affects your thyroid. Because sometimes you have to look beyond things. And maybe a thyroid issue has to do with your environment, your stress. And it's true, we cannot always remove ourselves from the environment, but we have to find ways then to manage the environment or manage the stress. So how does stress affect your thyroid? You know, the thyroid really wants to be your friend. He really wants to do a good job. But he can only do that with the environment he is given. So it's super, super sensitive, the thyroid, to stress, synthetic chemicals, poor digestion, nutrition deficiencies, radiation, things like that. But guess what? Stress affects digestion, which affects the nutrients that you absorb. There's a direct line between stress, which is up here in your brain, and your digestion. There's a direct line between that. And so when your digestion is all upset, because what happens when you're stressed out? You either gorge or you don't eat, right? Comfort food or no food. And so what happens is that when the raw materials are not there, that's the nutrients that are not getting absorbed. When the raw materials are not there, then your thyroid cannot make the hormones that it's supposed to make. And so your free T3 and your free T4 decline. Free T3 and free T4 decline. What else happens with stress? It also affects your adrenals. So do synthetic chemicals, like hormone disruptors, right? I've talked about this many times. But what this can do is that it can create blood sugar issues. And this causes your hypothalamus to say, hey, Mr. Pituitary, you need to make more TSH. And when this happens, enter hyper or hypothyroidism. So it's really, really, really important to get your stress under control. Learn how to manage the stressful situations, because like I said, we cannot always remove them, but we can always learn how to deal with them, how to manage them, how to find ways of managing them. Now, just as an FYI, there's one other thing that affects your amount of free T3 and free T4. And that is when fluoride and chlorine get into your bloodstream. And where do these come from? Your drinking water or your toothpaste. And so when this happens, that also makes free T3 and free T4 decline. So those are just a few tips for you today. Now, go be awesome.